Good shot for you guys at the great shape this interior is, man, in terms of the floorboards and all that. Honestly, I almost wanted to edit all this out. Welcome to the Fireball Mullet channel, guys. I'm Stan Kennedy, and in today's video, we're gonna go through stripping out the interior completely. And so we're gonna strip it all down. Strip it down, baby, as Luke Bryan would say. Strip it down. So stick around to the end of the video. I also kind of want to mention a few little dirty secrets here about the car that we're going to uncover. You're going to see some of the things during the video, I'm sure, but we'll talk about those things, and then we'll talk about how we're going to fix those things before we slap the new carpet, the kill mat, and all those different things that are going to come up. And basically, we're going to go ahead and tear everything off in the interior and try to get it all done in terms of stripping it all out. So it's gonna be a stripped down interior. All right, guys, first thing we're gonna do is kind of remove these little plastic screws here. I'm gonna go ahead and start removing the interior panels. All right, go ahead and remove this panels. A couple of Phillips head screws right here.
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro.
All right, boys and girls, that's the back panel. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and get these panels off here. Went ahead, this is basically the trim panel for the headliner, for the back of the headliner. Got that all off. I think what I want to do next is go ahead and pop that off. That, and then this just kind of lifts up with the clips. This off. There we go. Actually, I'll be able to do that now. All right, guys, the next thing I'm gonna do, kind of unscrewed the sill plate here, and I'm gonna undo this seat belt. So I'm gonna take this off. And then the kick panel, just one screw here, like so. Once I get the seat belt off, unbolt that, we'll go ahead and take the sill plate off. All right, guys, the next thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and remove the front seat belt receiver. Like that. All right, guys, I think the next thing I'm gonna do, got these little T-top shades. You just kind of pull out here. You can also take them out of the top when you put your T-tops in. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take the center console out. And the trick for that is, I think there's a couple screws here, and then this actually will slide. So it'll just pop off, and then I can unclip the wire from there. Slides, there you go. And then the T-top just, in this case, gonna fall out. I think I do have to remove the sun visors, which is 3 bolts on each side. So I'll do that, and this T-top headliner's out, which I'm either gonna recover this ABS one, or I've got an original one that's fiberglass, I think. I may go with that, and I don't know if I'm actually gonna do the console back in, the center console. I don't know, I feel like it makes it feel more enclosed in here. I don't know, what do you guys think? Should I keep this center console? I got the flashlight and everything, so, which is kind of cool. But I don't know. It's kind of cool. It's worthless, but it is kind of cool in terms of just being nostalgic. So comment below, guys. What do you think I should do? Slide this through. All right, guys, there's a bolt right underneath here. And then once you have that, you could just kind of pop this seat right on out and kind of show you. There's the bolt right there. Kind of put it back in there to keep it in there. There's a couple brackets here. We're gonna go ahead and take off. That holds the T-tops on. A couple Torx bits. Some screws here. And I just wanted to take a minute of kind of showing you some of the tools and storage, keep from losing some of these things. So first of all, the T15 bit here, most of your interior is going to come out. Then you're also going to need a 13mm, and that will pretty much do most of the screws except for, and I don't remember what size this was for the seat belt. This is the storage that I do. It's just something that I had some tackle boxes laying around, and they work great for kind of storing all your different screws. Normally though, what I do is I try to put the screws back in where they came from, unless it's a problem, like for example, pulling out the screws here for the T-top bag. Obviously the carpet's got to come off, so we need to keep those out. But sun visors, dome light, overhead console, all those screws I'm trying to put back in, guys. All right, guys. Now to get this back seat off, 13mm bolt right here, if you can see it. Gonna get you in there. I believe this is the one we want to do, and we'll slide the seat and it should pop right up. Like so. There's the nut there. Now comes out, and you can see there's the little stud, and then I think it just slides to the left. Yes, sir. And that's how you pull out the back seat. All right, guys, now it's time to go ahead and take the console out. That's why I kind of left the driver's seat here. Plus, I've still been kind of moving the car back and forth and things like that. I've got a rear mount battery. That's going to be the last thing that I do, because there's going to be some things that I need to do, guys, before we put the new carpet in. So I'm going to bring you guys along with that as well. And most of the things that we're going to need is going to be this T15. And the other thing I normally use is a 7mm. Might be 5/16 as well, but those are basically my two go-to interior tools, if you will. Remove this front plate. Here. For those, get this out. The other thing we'll have to do, because we're removing the console, we'll have to take the radio and also disconnect the HVAC sort of controls here. Bam. Let's move the radio thing. There we go. Boys and girls, got the radio out. The antenna just popped out. I saw that. So that's always kind of tight. We'll go ahead, get this connector undone right here. Just kind of squeeze, boy, like that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take this off. Take that off. I think I'll have to take the shifter knob off for that. And these are all new screws. Again, part of that interior screw kit. Again, I had a video on that if you guys want to look at it. All right, gotta get these two. Then we got two basically here at the top here, towards the front of it. So we'll go ahead and get those two. So two right here and two up here near this console. Now this is, the console's a two-piece. You got a lower and an upper. So this is the one, we're kind of taking out the upper first. And so it's a little tricky to get around this handbrake. We'll go ahead and do that. No, these things are brittle, man. You got to be really careful here. The next is really just the lower piece, and honestly on mine, I think the only thing holding this in is going to be these two bolts here, which you can see I'm missing one. So I'll have to find a replacement to that. I think those are 10 millimeter. Here we go. Now, just a little sneak peek, I did pick up some new carpet here from Thirdgen Ranch. So we're gonna be putting all new side carpet that's gonna match the beechwood. So you can see, guys, once you kind of pull that console off, it gets ugly quick. And you know, it's one of those things where if you're OCD, it will really fuck with you. So, it really bothers me, but I know you never see it, and most of this is stock wires. It's just, you know, I would love to kind of loom them and do some other things just to clean it up. Some type of labeler would be just awesome. I would just love to go through and label everything, man. How cool would that be? Guys, we're gonna go ahead, unbolt the seat, and I think the carpet should just lift out. We'll see. 4 bolts, pretty easy. Honestly, I almost wanted to edit all this out just because this carpet is so disgusting. I guess I hid it well. I didn't really hide it, I guess, but this is a seat harness here. It's kind of little, this is for my 5th gen seats. Now, I custom made this harness, but I bet there's an original harness, which this is the kind of stuff that I never had this carpet out before. So, and these, but yeah, there's some of that. We'll just kind of start to get this shit out of here, man. Oh man, I forgot the 2 seatbelt things there. Well, good morning, guys. It's kind of the next morning, and pretty much got everything done on the car, everything stripped out of it. All right, guys, I was doing my final edits on the video, and I just wanted to make sure I got a good shot for you guys at the great shape this interior is, man, in terms of the floorboards and all that. So, man, this is one of the reasons why I kind of bought the car here. So obviously I put my buddy's seat back in until my seats are being reupholstered. Thank you, Chris Bless. I really appreciate it, buddy, for his Trans Am. He's not running the car right now. So I put the seat back in there, and then I've got a rear mounted battery. I went ahead and put that back in there so we can still move and drive until, like I said, I got to take care of a few things. But man, check this out. We've got, look at the floorboards and stuff in here, man. Just awesome. And of course, I already did the kill mat in the back of this car, so I'm already that much further along, guys. We'll do the kill mat here, but man, it's just awesome. I mean, look at that. So this is kind of the aftermath here. All right, guys, before we put all the carpet back in and do all that, there's a couple of things that we need to do. going to have to do the clutch switch the right way, because right now you can start the car. I was having some problems with the other clutch switch, so I ended up getting rid of that. So we're gonna have to rethink about the clutch switch on it. And I think on the 4th gen pedals, they did a relay there, and maybe that's the issue that I've been having. So I need to take care of that. The second thing that I really need to take care of is when I did the swap and I put the T56 in before I had the Magnum F, I cut the hole too big, and so the boot where it bolts on never really had anything to sort of sheet metal to go into. While the hole was bigger, it actually worked out when I did the Magnum F, because apparently guys have to kind of enlarge the hole a little bit. I didn't, and so, but it's a little too open towards the front of the hole. I think I'm gonna go ahead and break out my trusty dusty welding skills here, guys, and just weld a little strip of sheet metal there. The third thing that I want to take care of is the speaker wires, all the lines that run for the air suspension. I want to make sure that's all done, you know, wrapped up in tape, routed. We're gonna do kill mat on the bottom of the floor as well, so that's one thing that I'm gonna do before I put it in there. And I think there was one grommet issue on the firewall that while I have all this thing out, I want to fix too. So, and of course, I have the trap door there. I've got a 4th gen tank. So I'm actually going to do a separate video about my trap door and how it works. Anyway, that's today's video, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and I really appreciate everybody's support. We'll see you on the next video, guys.